It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see this team's versatile running back, who's one of the best in the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. This should be a good one to watch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there, with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 60 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Armstrong. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Pressure comes and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with...
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Here's 3rd and 6. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Broken tackle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. He'll get this to about the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Armstrong. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice
Get your notes laminated because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our